Adesanya.
My whole life in this game has been a training camp. I don't really do training camps. I just kind of get better at fighting. So yeah, I mean, after the last fight, I had like 2 weeks off, and I was like, I'm getting itchy knuckles, you know. So I just felt like fighting, and the belt's on the line. This makes sense. It's history, and I want to keep going. I'm an active champion. I've had 1 year with 5 fights. So come on, imagine when I'm champion, what I'm gonna do in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely brings a special skill set to the table, and something that we don't see very, very often. But I was there front row in Australia, as everybody knows, and when he hit Silva, and Silva kept waving him on to hit him again and put his hands down, like, come on, hit me again. I didn't see no pop in those punches. I felt like if that was me, he would have dropped like a sack of potatoes.
I always respected those guys like Bisping and Robbie Lawler, and guys who had to overcome a lot of things and still make their dreams come true. So I take pride in that, but that's how my whole life has been. I haven't made it fast anywhere. I had to work my ass off for it in everything, and so that's just what I'm accustomed to, man. I have a lot of respect for the guy, and that, as a person, I remember when I beat him, he came to the locker room after and started talking to me, asking me, I guess he read somewhere that I cook a lot and stuff. He's like, so you cook and stuff? He was just a normal, down-to-earth kid, man. Really, really good guy. And we kind of spoke a little bit at UFC 199. We both fought. He fought Lamas, I fought Bobby Green that night. Well, at the media day, we kind of talked a little bit, and it was good catching up then. We've never had any animosity towards each other, And like I said, I have a lot of respect for this guy, and I understand how good he is. He's on the pound-for-pound list for a reason, and I'm just excited for the challenge,
I'm a king in the division. When you leave the king, people go try and invade the throne. At the end of the day, the UFC sent me a 55 contract. If they sent me a 45 contract, I would have been here at 45, But they sent me a 55 contract. We got the guys like Alex, Hinato, Zabit. And I think, Dana White and UFC, they know that. But if it was them, they would have sent it. I think so right now, UFC and Dana they wanted them baked. They put them in the oven, they let them bake a little bit longer. I think most of them only got like one win in the top 10 or top 5 or whatever it is. And that's just it. If it's 45 after this, it's 45. If it's 55, it's 55. If it's 170, 185, 205, my man Danos, DC. If I know you're that number 1 pound-for-pound fighter, if you want it, you just don't get it.
The way your whole UFC run is playing out, now it's led to this. Does this kind of feel like destiny in a way?
100%. Dude, look at the fight after this. Come on. Big super fight between the fucking Mozzie and the All Black, the flying Kiwi. It's just, it's destiny. The way this movie is, this is the Silva fight was the end of my first movie. Leading up to this fight is the beginning of my next movie, and it's going to end after the Whitaker fight.
Well, man, you have had this belt for a long time, and now the belt's changed, so I'm just curious, what do you think of this new belt? It seems like people are kind of coming around to it a little bit.
I saw the picture, I was like, I'm not going to judge it until I see it, and when I saw it, I loved it. And come on, I grew up in the era of Power Rangers. Did you not see Dana White as the white Power Ranger with it? I'm like, I'm sold. When I saw that, I'm like, I am sold on this belt. I like, it looks a little bit Power Ranger-y, and it's cool, and then you get the rubies like Thanos now, and you take people's souls, you can put it on your new belt. But I still, UFC, you guys need to make rings.
Oh.
I need to make rings, because I want Jordan pictures, like this, or like this, and some of them got 2, some of my fingers got 2 rings, I want to have rings. So it's going to carry, come on, I'm not going to say no names, but people will be carrying around the belts. It's like, come on, dude, like, leave that at home, but at the rings, I'll be showing off the rings all the time, like, woo.
About that. I saw last week you had tweeted something about, if you guys have something to say, come down to King's MMA. Hey. What prompted all of that? Are you maybe frustrated with the culture, I guess, a little bit around MMA as a whole?
A little bit. I mean, some of these people that comment in the comment sections, just some of the most ignorant people and some of the most dumb comments that I've seen, and they only see what's in front of the camera. They don't know, it just sucks because they don't actually know me. They don't actually know my background and where I come from, how much I've had to work So it's a little frustrating when people make stupid comments.
Was there something in particular that set that off? Because that was pretty out there, hey, come to my gym, come take this to me.
Yeah, no, it was an open invitation to anybody that wants to come say something. Just because I was so frustrated with the comments being made. I don't remember a specific comment. It was just a lot of them, a lot of stupid comments, a lot of stupid people commenting on Twitter.
Did anybody take you up on that offer?
No. People say whatever they want to say on the internet, but I've never, ever had anybody come up to me and tell me anything remotely close to what they say online. Nothing to my face.
Are you impressed by anything so far, going back to the fight? Are you been impressed so far with anything that you have seen from Israel in his fights?
Yeah, he's an impressive fighter. He's got a lot of special skills that you don't really see often. He's got a long range that he likes to use. But you know what? I was there front row in the Anderson Silva fight, and that one I really got to see Israel and his game and how much power he has, what his real speed is, and it was pretty interesting. I learned a lot there. What is the kind of response have you gotten? Like, does it just generally, I would imagine, just feels good to some larger extent, bigger than the fight game, to be doing these kind of charitable works for your hometown?
Yeah, it definitely does. It feels good just to be a good person. That's what everybody should be trying to do. If I'm going to get in there and fight regardless. If I can help out as many people as I can by doing that, why not? It's just something that started off. We didn't even have the foundation. Me and my wife were raising money and doing stuff with fight kits, and then we decided just to make a foundation and give it its own name, because I was doing it all under my own. Dustin Poirier does this, and I just wanted it to have its own name. The Good Fight Foundation have its own identity, and it's really starting to grow, and it's great to hear the feedback and people support. For the most part, people are good, when it comes to stuff like this.
I mean, after this weekend, you're going to have gold around your waist. You're going to have a much bigger platform. How far do you think you can take this? How far do you want to take this?
I want to take it as far as I can. I want to take it worldwide if possible. Right now, we're doing stuff in my immediate community in Lafayette, Louisiana. I want to go to some more states. I want to, just help as many people as I feel. And it's kind of spontaneous, the things we do, because we don't stick to one goal. It's not only kids, and it's not only... We've done stuff with fallen police officers' families, and it's not whatever's going on that hits me in my feelings, and I say, this is important right now. I want to help out. That's what we do, and I think that's cool that we can bounce around different causes. We didn't set our sights on one specific thing, so the possibilities are endless, really.
6 fights in 14 months. I know that you wanted to get back in here. You always say about the itchy knuckles, which I love that phrase. But has this just been physically and mentally exhausting at this point? I can't understand how you can keep this pace at this point. Has it been physically and mentally exhausting to some degree, at least?
Because you know what I mean? No one's me. Honestly, for me, I've done this throughout my whole career, and people just kind of, aren't you tired? Are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I get my rest in between. I know how to play hard, and I know how to work hard. Let's put it that way.
On a lot of nights, your fight obviously was sensational. It could have been fight of the night, still could be, but there's a lot of card ahead. Is there a bittersweet moment, kind of knowing the main event and what that would portend and could potentially be fight of the year candidate?
Honestly, usually I'm in there, I'm like, man, I'm about to go in there and get a performance of the night or the fight of the night, because I like to stand and bang. I've been working a lot on wrestling. I wanted to get some takedowns here. It's pretty good at stopping that. So right now I'm just happy to get the win, because I was on a 2-fight losing streak. So if I get a bonus, I will be really fucking happy. If I don't, it is what it is. Still made my money. I'm in here a little bit longer, so that's really all I care about. But I do want a bonus if they want to just give me one.
Did it feel like do or die coming into this one?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Do or die, 100%. Especially a debut guy that hasn't had that many fights. If I'd have lost to him, it's over. And I don't even know if I'd have tried to make it back. I might have just been like, all right, fuck this, I'm coaching. But, nah, I feel good. I feel like I got a lot left in me. Right now I feel like I can go out there and fight again. I'm not tired at all.
After the fight, you said, all I want to say is peace, love, and plenty of hair grease. Care to elaborate on that at all?
All right. That's what the world needs at this point, I want to say rest in power to Nipsey Hussle. He's a nice guy, nice positive guy. Come from some similar circumstances such as my own. And to see the world lose a guy like that is truly heartbreaking. And it opens our eyes that, we got to do more for ourselves. We got to do more to better ourselves. We got to do more to better our community and the people in it.
take this fight this soon?
Yeah. Honestly, anybody who takes a fight against me it's a bad idea for them because I'm not an easy fight, and I could go wherever I want to take the fight. I could stand with the best of them, and I could wrestle with the best of them. I could grapple with the best of them. So the fact that he thought that the last fight was just maybe bad luck for him, maybe, where he's like, oh, he just caught me with a rear naked choke. But I'm like, no, you've gotten taken down in the last couple of fights. So it's a weakness in your game that you need to fix. And like you said, 3 weeks is not going to be able to fix that to fight a guy like me.
After struggling in your UFC debut, like you said, on short notice, then coming in here and getting, I think, 25 seconds, how does that feel?
It feels amazing. Can't describe. I had a long preparation, a very hard preparation. I fly to Morocco. That was my first time in Morocco with these guys, with my brothers, with family, etc. We trained there so hard. We had everything, and after that to Canada, to Vegas, and the whole trip we were together. We did everything together, and the weight cut, the long journey away from home, and it can't be better like that. I'm healthy, and thank God.
Man, I've been here for a few years, and I've never had a fight where in the hotel, I mean, I had to call my coaches to walk with me in the hotel. So if I would have ran into them, it would have went down there. So, I'm looking in the hotel, wherever I'm going, I'm expecting them to come out every elevator, it was tough.
The flyweight division is in a bit of a weird place right now. No one really knows the future of it. You're 5-1 in this division. What do you think should happen next?
I think this division, I don't know because I'm fight, but it's the best fight in the world, For you go to the UFC and you flyweight guy, you need to know grappling and strike, because I see a lot of heavyweights don't have a grappling, A lot of heavyweights maybe have a good grappling but not have a good strike, He's fight for one punch. But you go to the flyweight, every guy need to know grappling and strike, because everybody's good, Because this fights, every fight's close, See, people don't like fight good techniques. Yeah, you need to done the flyweight. But you see, man, you have knockdowns, you have good submissions, I don't know, see it makes sense,
Any idea what you want next?
Yeah, I want some chicken and waffles. I want some pizza. I want a nice beer. I want to go see my family and friends. And I want to ice my ankle. And then I'm going to get back to training. And I'll be ready to go in August.
Круто. Очень здорово себя чувствую. Здорово, что мне дали синпру. Отлично, что он согласился. И, в принципе, мой угол даже не нервничал, поэтому я доволен.
I'm really happy with my performance, and I'm really happy that the UFC gave me some pro. I'm happy that he accepted the fight because I really wanted to avenge that loss.
He throws his kick, I punch him right in the face, like over and over again. He was so open for these counterattacks that even with the messed up hand, I was able to counter him with the other hand, just off the jab and the hook. He has a lot of open, and I'm not saying he's a bad fighter or anything like that. Just from me and from my observations, he had a lot of openings. That's why I still landed him. But I couldn't follow up because my other hand was like going all loopy when I threw it. So,
Would you say maybe you mean broken?
It's not broken, just the bicep is messed up. So when I tried to throw an overhand, like it would like lock up or it would do something weird. And once that happened twice, I was like, okay, I should stop throwing this. But then I got it was right there. So I threw it again, and then that wasn't a good idea.
This will be, I think, my 8th fight in the UFC. And it's been, up and down. And sometimes it's like one fight away from top 15, and then sometimes it looks like I'm like at 25. I don't know I don't know how it works. I don't know where it puts me in the division. But I don't mind. Whoever I have to fight and continue to just have good matchups until it's time for me to fight for a title or something. But I want to continue to put on showcases like tonight. This was more my style, more what I'm working towards showing for my fans consistently. When my fans see me fight or anybody sees me fight, I want them to kind of know what to expect, not this sometimes he kind of shows up like this. Like tonight I showed, yes, I do have power. I can drop a person. Yeah, I do have kicks, takedown defense, everything that I just want to be consistent. So whoever it is in front of me, for a good matchup.
What are those moments like when you're inside those moments where you guys are just going at it absolutely crazy? Like you said, you're willing to die in there. What is that moment actually like when you're the one in there?
It's hard to explain. Only those who dare, like, put themselves out there like we do will ever experience anything like that. And just in those moments, like I said, I could see why people wilt. And even Eugene told me, you can see on the embedded, he's a guy you just have to break him down. You're not going to get him out of there with one shot, Eugene said. You just have to break him down. And I was, the leg kicks were paying off, slowing him down. My oblique kicks they're working a little bit. But yeah, he blocked all my head kicks, I think. I can't remember. I'll have to have a look at the fight again. But those moments in there, yeah, I can see why people wilt, but I'm not one to quit. I'm strong mentally. I'm bulletproof in the brain. And I'm fucked in the head a little bit. So I just knew you're not going to break me because I've had 8 guys, 10 guys. I was going to say run a train, but in a different way. On me in training. And I'm like, if they can't break me, one man can't break me. And he's a tough one hell of a man.
One time my mouth was bleeding and I spit on him. And the ref said, hey, you can't spit on him. And he said, like he knew I didn't do it on accident. I didn't aim at him, but it just might have hit him. Man, it's a fist fight. You might get some spit on you. When I hit him with a good shot, he would say that was good or start clapping. When I kneed him in the face and before he started bleeding, when he picked his head up from the knee, I saw the gash and I said, gotcha. And then, it was a battle, man. Yeah. There were a couple times he hit me with some good shots. It looked like I was fatigued, but I was hurt a couple times against the fence. Just pull myself together, keep my feet under me, and keep believing. Like I just had to have a second with myself. Like those thoughts creep in, and I got to tell myself, don't talk to me like that. And that's what it was.
Yeah. Were you surprised at Max's durability? He took some heavy shots from you.
Yeah, I was surprised I hurt him that quickly in the first, and it looked like his legs were definitely gone. He took a couple steps back and started wobbling, and I've seen a lot of Max's fights. I've never seen him really hurt like that, so I went a little crazy trying to put him away, which has got me in trouble in past fights. But the guy's so tough, man. This was my 40th fight tonight, and there's only been 2 fights that my hands, they're going to be swollen and hurting tomorrow. There was a Gaethje fight and now Max.